as well. What have we got next, Dave?
We're staying with Rotax for the next instalment here.
It's B final.
It is time for the B final. Although on the timing, it's not a B final, is it, Joe?
No, on the timing, it says Repechage, because we're in France.
Which I've teed you up, because I know you're not a massive fan of the
term.
term.
You kept saying we've got a Repechage. Have we? I've never. No, I'm not. It's not that. It's just we've never called it a Repechage for the whole season. So it's throwing these things in at the end of the year just to confuse me.
This is for drivers that are from 31st and down in the point standings after the superheat. The top 4 at the end of this race, not in terms of points, in terms of finishing position from this race, will progress to the A final at the end of the day.
Now then, there's a couple of names I spot there that will be very much in contention for going forward. We'll have a look at the grid now. Gregor Reed is the kart on the pole position with alongside Oliver White. Now that's Oliver White just below the camera there with a white helmet and what looks like a yellow visor. The number 211, Gregor Reed, he's on the Lando. That's a Lando Norris kart with that livery, the blue and yellow livery. Now the second row is Elliot Surtees and Bella McConville. Now they are both Origin teammates there with the black and white livery. Third row of the grid is, as I say, Lewis Holt and Logan Lauder. Fourth row of the grid, Hunter Motorsports, Hassan and Khan there, just with the orange, blue and black kart there, just in front of the green building. Now Hasnan had a problem with completely losing points in one of the heats. That's put him into the B final. He only has to finish in the top 4 to make it into the A final, and I'm pretty sure that's what his mission statement will be going forward into this B final. Matt Scott's alongside him. Fifth row of the grid is Mark Arthur and Maya Simpson. Keep an eye on Maya as well, because I think she's out of place there, surely.
She had a spin, having come through the field well in the superheat, so Maya Simpson, I would say, is slightly out of position.
Yeah. Sixth row of the grid, Finley Smith and Bella Brown. Seventh row of this grid, JJ Plowman and Braden Donoghue. And then we've got Kieran Stewart and Tyler Richardson on the 8th row. Ninth row is Emma Leckie and Daniel Callahan. And Harris Halley rounds off what is a 19-kart B final place on the grid.
Yeah, Harris Halley, I think he's had 3 races so far, and I don't think he's finished any of them. He's had problems throughout this race weekend, but we've got 19 drivers competing for 4 A final places. We've got a few drivers that, as Joe rightly said, that all being well, and if you were to sort of rank them based on where we think they should be, are probably out of position being in this B final. Hasnan Khan in 7th, Maya Simpson in 10th. It's going to be Gregor Reed who leads us round in the 211. 2 rolling up laps, remember, so just to get some heat in the tyres.
And the important place that we're going to focus on is that 4th place. It's the 1st, 2nd, 3rd and 4th place drivers that will join the back of the grid, making it a 34-kart grid for our A final for Junior Rotax. Now then, we are going to be looking at the moment, that's the position held by Bella McConville. Whether Bella will still hold that 4th position after turn 1, we'll wait and see. Great idea, I think, as well, giving the drivers 2 rolling laps just to get... It's a really cold day here. I think we've had a high of 6 degrees, and as the sun plummets towards that horizon, that's going to drop to perhaps 3 degrees as forecast. So that's very cold towards the end of this afternoon. So giving the drivers a chance to get some heat into the tyres gives us a more stable kart going into that first turn. However, that's not to say that everyone will be stable through turn 1.
We're already missing one driver. It looks like Tyler Richardson, out of 16th place in the 231, has not joined us for this B final. So we're down to 18 at the end of this race. We'll be down to 4, which will add on to the 30 that we've got in our A final for the 34 driver showpiece that will close event 2 of the Kart Championship Winter Series here from Warden Law. Plenty more action between now and then.
Here they come, David.
It's going to be the most nervous race of them all.
Here they come then, out onto the start-finish straight, and we'll take a false start flag. No surprise there, really. Tension beginning to build, I think, here this afternoon, and especially in this B final. A lot of the drivers do not want their afternoon to be over. They very much want to qualify through, and again, a little bit of an over-anxious start there, much to the chagrin of our race director, Dan Ashton.
Yeah, so drivers are going to have to reform up into their original positions, and we're going to have a second bite of the cherry as Gregor Reed retakes the position on pole. That's Maya Simpson there in the orange helmet in the 296. She'll be starting in P10 on the outside of row number 5. As the field head up towards Gasworks. Still plenty of work though for our drivers at the moment as they try to maintain the heat in those tyres.
This is about acceleration when they come out of the final turn. Dan Ashton, our race director, does not want to see people accelerating from the final turn. They've got to get out onto the straight and hit the acceleration line, which you can clearly see. It's a big yellow line. It's a line that goes all the way across the track, and we'll spot it here. So he doesn't want them accelerating now, and I think they're all right, I think. We've got a green flag, we've got a race start, and we are racing into turn 1, and we've got a kart sliding very, very wide. Indeed, he was absolutely sideways, and I think that was one of the X-Kart drivers.
I think it was. How they've all got round there, I have got absolutely no idea, and I will never know.
It's the pole sitter, Gregor Reed, and Elliot Surtees that's gone off, and down the inside has gone the number 233, is that? It's Logan Lauder, who's come up from 6th place on the grid. The 200 Motorsport, that's Hasnan Khan, up into 3rd for Hasnan Khan. We knew he was going to be quick to make a move, and he's into 3rd, and he's into a qualifying place.
Yeah, Oliver White there getting swamped into that Dunlop chicane at the back of the circuit, comes out in P5. Gregor Reed, though, at the moment leads us round in 2nd place. It looks like he's at Elliot Surtees up into P2. We'll confirm as they come over the timing line at the end of this. No, it's Logan Lauder from Hasnan Khan and Lewis Holt with Oliver White, Elliot Surtees and Maya Simpson, Finlay Smith, Mark Arthur, Bella McConville complete top 10.
Right, let's get a grip. That's Hasnan Khan in 3rd. It's the card behind him that is in the vulnerable 4th place, and vulnerable for the 244, is it? No, 245. That's Lewis Holt. Now then, the driver behind him, Oliver White, he's a local driver here at Warden Law, and it'll be down to the 244 to not just catch but actually pass Lewis Holt and get past him so that he qualifies into the A final.
Change to the lead off camera. Logan Lauder slides down the inside of Gregor Reed at Senna 1, and Lauder now leads us in the 233 from Gregor Reed. Hasnan Khan, is that up into 3rd place? Yes, it is. And he's going to be 2nd at the end of the straight as he slides through on Gregor Reed.
That is a really brave move there, down the inside, squeezed the issue there, didn't he? And he's up to 2nd. He'll want to maximise this and take a B final win, no doubt, as Lewis Holt, the X-Kart driver, up against Oliver White, who's with Hunter Motorsport here. And there's a move for the lead as Hasnan Khan down the inside at the first of the Sennas. All of this squabbling at the front has bunched the pack up, certainly into the top 5, as Oliver White there, kart in 5th place. He's looking for a way by. Oliver White there in the orange and blue kart with the white helmet up against the X-Kart driver ahead of him. That's Lewis Holt. That's the vulnerable one. 4th place is what it's all about here in this B final.
Maya Simpson joining the fray as well in the orange helmet there. Not too far back, looks like that's Elliot Surtees still in the mix as Lewis Holt tries a move down the inside of Gregor Reed that was never really going to work out for him. He was just too far back, but similarly defending that 4th place from Oliver White. They have to be careful though running in this train now, Joe, because there's no point working incredibly hard throughout the race. Move for 4th place there, that Oliver White on Lewis Holt, only to find out you've got a front fairing penalty at the end and all your hard work is undone.
Yeah, indeed, Bella McConville, her nightmare continues with a 3-second penalty for tram lines. What do we mean by that? It's at the start, moving outside of the tram lines before you're allowed to. Now, Bella started very high up here on the 2nd row of the grid in 4th. Bella dropping to 11th now, and indeed will drop further with a 3-second penalty for her.
Yeah, it's 2 wheels outside the tram lines is a 3-second penalty. All 4 wheels outside the tram line is a 5-second penalty. You've got to go quite hard to get that 5-second penalty here because it's quite a narrow start-finish straight.
Yeah, you're inside the opposing tram line if you do that. The first 4 looking relatively comfortable as they head towards the first of the centre. centre hairpins. Hasnan Khan putting in the fastest lap of the race there, 51.35. This is the kart for 5th place there. And I just noticed there, up ahead of them, the kart in 4th place, Oliver White, eager to get past Gregor Reed in the 2:11. Very, very eager to get past so that he's not vulnerable if anything goes wrong.
Yeah, we saw a yellow flag on the board there. Massive shout out again to the staff here at Warden Law as they fix a tyre wall that had been skittled by Daniel Callaghan going round the horseshoe that had gone through towards the Dunlop chicane as well. But super, super work by the staff here at Warden Law.
Oliver White in the white helmet chasing down the yellow helmeted Gregor Reed on the Lando Norris kart as they go through the left-hander into the left-hand hairpin, and Oliver White going for 3rd. Oliver White, he doesn't want to be vulnerable. He wants that 3rd place from Gregor Reed. So Gregor Reed on that blue and yellow kart now. He's got Maya Simpson coming, and she's coming fast, David, on that with that orange helmet.
Certainly is, and the move there by White, he almost carried so much speed, he almost took 2nd off Logan Lauder as well, behind Lewis Holt's difficult few laps is compounded as Elliot Surtees in the 2:02 Origin Motorsport car goes down the inside of him into the Gasworks hairpin. That'll promote him into P6.
And if anything, Oliver White looking very racy indeed and challenging Logan Lauder. Lauder with Oliver White right on his bumper. Behind him, Gregor Reed staying with Oliver White. But Maya Simpson just coming into the picture there behind the yellow helmet there, the orange helmet there. Maya Simpson, 6.5 minutes remaining, plenty of time. If Maya Simpson continues this progress, she is going to be challenging for that very final qualifying position to go forward into the A final.
She is, Joe, but she's just incurred a 5-second penalty
No
that, as
way.
you were talking, has popped up onto the screen. So Maya Simpson, no matter what she does, down the inside, Oliver White there with a move on Logan Lauder. Lauder's going to be tight, and that's opened the door as well for Gregor Reed to come back at Oliver White.
And he has. He's got the position.
White's coming back at him as they head up towards turn 1. Not close enough, though.
Now, what these drivers might not be aware, that Maya Simpson, with that orange helmet there, just coming onto the back of Oliver White, if she does go through, she's got a 5-second penalty. So she's out of contention for a qualifying place. However, she's bringing Elliot Surtees with her. Elliot Surtees there, just behind the orange helmet, is coming into play as well, as Oliver White will want to get that 3rd place back and not quite able to pull it off towards the chicane. Here we go down towards the Gasworks. It's the blue and yellow, the Lando Norris kart of Gregor White in that 3rd place, and Gregor Reed. I said Gregor White there, didn't I? Gregor Reed. Oliver White, that's the kart in that vulnerable 4th place. And Maya Simpson, it's kind of irrelevant. She's got 5 seconds, but that kart behind her, Elliot Surtees, he's into play for that final qualifying place.
Gregor Reed and Oliver White, 3rd and 4th, have been that close throughout the race that they might as well share surnames, Joe. They've been swapping positions for that 3rd and 4th place, trying to put the other one in danger. And similarly, there's Maya Simpson down the inside on Oliver White. She doesn't know it yet, but that will be a fruitless exercise, unfortunately, for Maya Simpson. But on track, at least, she's up into 4th place.
Former teammates, these two, Oliver White and Elliot Surtees. Elliot moving into the Origin Motorsport team and now moving on to the back of his former teammate Oliver White, who is effectively the 4th qualifier. Maya Simpson is not going to qualify with that 5-second penalty, and that's the orange helmet there with the white kart, the white Tony kart. And if she continues to lap the way she's lapping, she could even get towards, look at that, she's having a look. She was too far away to make any kind of impression. And there is Elliot Surtees coming down the inside of Oliver White. They are effectively, that's the 4th place battle there, and Oliver White hangs it out there. These two know each other well, and he's tapping his helmet, but Elliot Surtees says, no mate, I'm coming through. Surtees through on Oliver White and into what is effectively the 4th and final qualifying place.
Certainly is. 3.5 minutes to go. Kaznan Khan has checked out at the front. There he is in the yellow helmet in the distance. That's your train of karts all the way down to the 271 of JJ Plowman in 11th place in this battle for the all-important 4th place on track.
So Elliot Surtees hangs on to that, what is effectively fourth place. I know he's fifth on the road as Maya Simpson goes through into third. There's Oliver White coming back at him. This side by side into the second centre, and Oliver White's going to have the position. Can Elliot Surtees get up the inside of him? No, he cannot. Has to slot in behind through the chicane. Out towards a potential move here, coming down the inside at the gasworks. Oh, almost made it through, but Oliver White just stayed composed, kept the momentum round the middle ground of the hairpin at gasworks, and will hang on to what will be effectively fourth position as Maya Simpson comes through to third. Yeah, she's out of contention for fourth place. So Oliver White is our last qualifier there. Fourth place for him at the moment. Still 2 minutes to go though, and Elliot Surtees is coming still. Yeah,
White saw the move coming, didn't he, from Elliot Surtees, and just ran all the way round the outside of the gasworks hairpin, took the wide line, and I think he's closing up now on Gregor Reed in front of him as well. Let's try and see if he can put a move on Reed and pushing himself even further. Maya Simpson, though, is going to be deeply, deeply disappointed when she finds out at the end of this race that it's going to all been in vain.
Well, Oliver White will want to do that. He'll know. He thinks he's fifth, remember. Whether or not he's noticed the Maya Simpson penalty, I doubt very much. He's looking for his number. He's not looking for Maya Simpson's number. So he will think, I have to get past Gregor Reed. And he's going to challenge now, is he? No, he stays in the wheel tracks. These carts following in the wheel tracks of the orange helmet and Maya Simpson as well. As they go through the dogleg, Oliver White looks very racy, doesn't he? He looks like if he could get, and he's done it before, of course. He got past Gregor Reed.
He's going to do it again. Down the inside of Gregor Reed into centre one. Bang on cue for Oliver White, a super move. He moves through hard on the brakes into the left-hand hairpin.
And secures what will be a third place finish in this qualifier, the B final qualifier. And Elliot Surtees coming through into what will be effectively fourth place as Gregor Reed drops down another couple of places. He'll come through in sixth place on the road, effectively fifth with the Maya Simpson penalty. But it's going to be one lap to go board next time by for Hasnan Khan by my estimation.
Yeah, Oliver White here in fourth place, unless he's very aware of that Maya Simpson penalty, will just want to try and push on. He's got to be careful not to take himself out of contention, overtaking Maya Simpson, who we already know is already out of contention.
Yeah, that's a good point actually, David. If he, because I would imagine he's completely oblivious to Maya Simpson. However, he will realise he's fourth on the road. He'd be more concerned with Elliot Surtees behind him. So we'll probably want to get past Maya Simpson. And here we go down the inside of the hairpin at the gasworks. And he's made it work. Great drive from Oliver White here. Very strong showing in the B final here. As Oliver White consolidates what will be that qualifying position. But Elliot Surtees is qualified as well. So Elliot Surtees thinks he hasn't. He thinks he's in fifth. So same scenario for him into this final lap.
Yeah, particularly because if Simpson is unaware, she's going to hold on to that fourth place with absolutely everything she's got. Final lap here then at Warden Law. Khan, Lauder, they're definitely through as they're down the road. Here comes Surtees down the inside of Maya Simpson, and that moves him up to fourth place on track. Simpson down into fifth.
Fourth place on the track, fourth place in the results. They are your four qualifiers. As Hasnan Khan, Logan Lauder, Oliver White and Elliot Surtees, they will be moving through and into the year final. As I think that is that Khan coming out to take the checkered flag. It is indeed. So it'll be Hasnan Khan, the first of the qualifiers, across the line. Logan Lauder in second place will qualify as well. Oliver White and Elliot Surtees through in third and fourth. Maya Simpson finishes fifth on the road. However, she'll drop down the order with that penalty. Gregor Reed was sixth, seventh was Bella Brown, eighth was another Bella, this time McConville, making her way back up the order. Mark Arthur and Lewis Holt round off your top 10.